this one off my boy.
3 o'clock. Misfits Radio. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock.
From 3 to 5, they going live.
On Misfits Radio.
Turn it up.
That's my favorite show. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live.
On Misfits Radio.
Turn it up.
That's my favorite show.
From 3 to 5,
They going live on Misfits Radio. Every Sunday, yeah, they certified. My favorite show. New guest this week, ain't no surprise what you been praying for. If you trying to take their top spot, you better pray some more. Slick got the camera rolling, lab on the ones and twos. It's a lot, they going in the dirt and someone come for you. This my favorite podcast, you listen, it's your favorite too. Playing all the hits where they in trouble if they play with you. Artists in your music in, come and get an interview. Tune in every Sunday, cause you know that's what I'm about to do. 3 to 5, they going live, black owned and black operated. Indie hits the mainstream, if it's hot, they gonna play it. I ain't even gotta say it, watch it back on Roku. Going live on IG or catch the show on YouTube. Tune in every Sunday and catch up on the latest news. Or close your ears and close your eyes, cause that's what all the haters do. It's 3 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock.
from 3 to 5, they going live.
On Misfits Radio.
Turn it up.
That's my favorite show. It's 3 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock.
From 3 to 5, they going live.
On Misfits Radio.
Turn it up.
That's my favorite show.
3 to 5, they going live every Sunday. Right here on Misfits Radio, man. Tune in. Catch up on all the current events. All the bullshit going on in the world. And you go get some hot ass music. Let's go.
You are officially in the mix, baby. I am Miss Mix-a-Lot.
I am DJ Lab.
And you know we got Slick 316 in the building, baby.
No,
and
no.
Yeah,
We got her in the studio.
No. She's actually here. Okay? Because baby, one thing she knows how to do is direct traffic from Bedside Baptist.
Right.
Okay? She's got it down to a science.
She got out of the prayer today and came on down to church.
Exactly. She came into the studio and I ain't bad out. Good seeing you, Celine.
That's right.
And baby, we already got ours. Stay on it. And we already have our guest in the building. And of course, I know her as Erika Thurman. And you all may do too. But now she is the credit comeback queen. Okay? So we're going to talk to her in a few minutes about some of the things she got going on. And we're going to get in her business a little bit because everybody need to know somebody's credit. I know I do. Because the way I open up a credit card account, because somebody says you qualify.
Right.
It need to be studied. And I need for her to tell me why I don't need to do that. Because, baby, if I see a need, I'm going to do it.
I need to know if she can help you come from a 0 credit score
Right.
to like 300.
Yeah, we got some questions. We got some things to ask you, Miss Erika. So yes, man. Before we get started, I want to say congratulations to My Name Show, man.
That's right.
No, man, he's getting married.
That's right. He jumping in there.
Yes, baby, he's going, okay?
Yeah.
And it's coming up, so it's a big congratulations to you guys.
Brave man.
Yes, very much so. That's right. Congratulations to you.
Strong individual. Strong.
Oh, no.
Strong individual.
See, you know DJ Lab is one of those individuals where he tried marriage so young. See, when you try marriage at a later date.
Right.
When you try marriage in your 40s, I think the chances are greater for survival.
I'm just saying. I'm giving him his props. I'm giving him congratulations.
Right.
Well, congratulations is due.
That's right, and we appreciate you for the invite, and we will see you next month, okay?
With bells.
Oh,
yes,
that's right.
Bangles going, baby. Bangles in the building, because we got to make you.
That's right.
Laugh a little bit, because you know that's just what we do. But listen, y'all, when I tell y'all, it feels good to be here, because I can be honest, I have not been in the studio in a minute. due to just personal stuff.
Right.
Right. So it's just like, you know what? I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
And definitely glad to have a guest on. Definitely glad to be in the midst of DJ Lab and Slick 316, because you know what? Life gonna do what it's gonna do, right? Because the realness of it is, it don't stop.
Not for you or me.
Not exactly. The show must go on.
That's right.
So we have to, just kind of just show each other some grace, sometimes here and there. But y'all, there's been a lot going on, from politics to just stuff. So yesterday, did y'all see Rick Ross, the concert Rick Ross had, the car show?
Mm-mm.
So it was yesterday. It was nice. It was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
at his house. But honey, he had one, and they said the White House had a show going too. They don't know. They said they was in competition. They don't know. They don't know who was going the hardest.
Who would be who?
They had the all kind of stuff going on.
Right.
But yeah, I saw one of the police officers, which is a big shout out to Tamika Pritchett Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
She's a police officer in South Fulton County, and she's retiring soon. So she had put up that she was there yesterday. Yes. Big shout out to you, Tammy. Me and Tammy's story was really, honey, before we were even born. Our mothers was best friends.
Okay.
Yeah, and then later on, her mama became one of our teachers. Her mama was the educator, and then later on, so you know how they go. Our story been written.
That's right.
But yeah, so she's retiring soon, which I'm super duper happy for her. And one of the last things she'll do. Mm-hmm. It was the Rick Ross concert, and it was really nice. She had good pictures, and we got a chance to see a lot of footage, and it was straight. But baby, when I looked at the one from the White House, that man had cars up in the air, had Jeeps and things flying. I said, what is going on? Yes, and everybody says he trying to outdo Rick Ross. What is going on? Yeah, that's what now the video I saw, that's what it looked like. I don't know. All I saw was the car in the air, and I was just like, that's interesting, but okay.
Right.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. This y'all president, okay? He be doing a lot of things. He be doing a lot of things. Y'all president sometimes.
Who is y'all?
Yeah, everybody, the nation. Did what the people pick. I don't know what happened, but that's what they did now. But when I tell y'all, I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, what in the world?
I got to see a video of that.
Yes, I went, and you know what's so crazy? I ended up, my phone, and you know how it refreshed? And I couldn't even see who actually posted it. But it was one of those larger blogs. So I did want to remind y'all, not remind y'all, but what I saw. So a lot of people have been losing their Instagram pages. How we lost Westside Misfits Instagram page. So it's a situation where a lot of people with over 50,000 followers have been losing their pages. And
this action, so we need to sign it.
What happened is I think the Shade Room may have posted about it. The Shade Room or somebody, but Lion Lady Love is the one who sent it to me.
Okay.
And she talked, I will. And she was talking about, like, on there, you will see all of the comments. That's what I was reading.
And they say they mostly black pages.
Yeah, too. And they're saying, and they're saying that they're making it where they're trying to say that we're losing these pages because of the content. But most of these pages have been up for years, like how our page was. So it's like now all of a sudden, now I understand rules change and things happen, and you make different stipulations. But to lose your page with no warning
was mostly just her.
But
she hadn't posted from anybody else.
Like, they can't say that somebody turned our name in and said that it was a media thing, because who was it? What page was it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So the people were complaining because they were saying, not necessarily complaining, but concerned. Because even if you reposted something from somebody's page, clearly it had to be there for you to repost.
Right.
Like it wasn't like it was screen recorded. Correct. Right. So that's the problem that a lot of the big pages are saying. Like, why would you make me pay for reposting something that was already there.
Right.
And then you took the pages with no warning. So I just wanted to bring that up because of the simple fact I know we lost our page at what, 70K, 75,000. Yeah, and I know that they did it with no warning. With no warning, and then for the longest, it sat in limbo, saying that it was we was waiting on a response. We waiting, and then one day, like Memorial Day of all days, it's a message saying, "Oh, well, your page is gone for good."
I waited 180 days. I kept checking it for 180 days.
Do you know how crazy? Yes. 6 months for you to just up one day and just be like, you know what? Now just take it.
That's the pitfall.
So but that brings us back to the importance of having multiple ways of reaching customers, clients, supporters, or whatever you refer to people as. And I say that because I still believe in the emailing method.
Oh yeah,
not the overbearing emailing, but just a reminder that I'm here for you. Even if you only send out an email once a week, it's the, hey, don't forget about us, Misfits Radio on TV, Westside Misfits. If you need us, you feel what I'm saying? So building that email list, yes, that's one of the key things I feel will assist with businesses and platforms that want to reach further than social media. Now, I do know that I've heard a lot about Twitch. And I look forward to joining Twitch.
I've been on Twitch. I don't like the fact that the videos disappear after 24 hours.
Well, the thing that I like about Twitch is that when you're doing live, that's the place to be. When you're going live, Twitch is one of the platforms that you want to do. Because I often see you on live, Erika. And that's one of the things that I've realized, that Twitch is one of those, when you go live, you want them to be in the mix. So when these streamers, I think I sent it to you, DJ Lab, last week. One of the largest streamers, was it DGG or something like that?
Yeah.
So when he talked about it, because they were asking him, Cam Newton was asking him, so what platforms do you utilize?
Yeah.
He didn't say Facebook, he didn't say Instagram, he didn't say TikTok. His main thing was Twitch.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. And when I thought about it, I said, well, that do make sense. I do know that it disappeared within a day, but the goal is to get as many people as you can on your live when you're live. Because that's where things are happening. That's where the money is revenuing. That's where the ads come in. Because when you're there live and you can get, because see, my thing is he set a goal of 2,000 people at one time.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
That don't even sound like
Right.
That don't even sound like it could be done, honestly.
Right.
But the way that he described it, and I like streamers like him because he don't hold back. He just don't. He's always been like that. No, he don't do any gatekeeping. What I like about him the most is that he is an open book. Like, he feel like it's literally enough room out here for everybody.
It is, which it is.
It is. And that's what I said too. I said no matter what avenue you're going, this day and time, just being honest with you, if you keep that mindset, I think it open up doors for you. Because it's like, I ain't gonna tell him because I know he, no, because you don't know. Like, and that's just what it is. I know for you, Erika, you are coming out with the ebook.
Yes.
And that's the Credit Comeback Queen ebook.
Correct.
When can we expect to be able to get this book?
Well, it will launch tomorrow.
Really?
Yes, tomorrow is the big day, so
that's what's up. Yay!
All lining up together.
Okay. So how do we get to you being the Credit Comeback Queen? Like, did something happen that made you realize how important credit is, or what brought us here?
Okay, so what brought me here was last year. I don't know if you remember or not. Last year, Mother's Day, I was on my way home, 285, and it was two guys that were racing, and they hit me from behind. My car spin, hit the medium, and then like I ended up like on the grass, over there. So, I mean, right then and there, my life just flashed before me.
Yeah, because first of all, that is really, really scary.
Right.
Because if you ride down the street, you don't expect nothing but to keep riding.
Exactly.
So they were actually racing and hit you.
Hit me on the expressway. And
Oh, wow.
only thing I could really think about was my kids and my mom at the time. My mom always told us that, listen, don't worry about the vehicle. You can get another one of them.
Right.
Just be thankful and grateful that you still
That
have
you
your
lived
life.
through it. Right.
So, to me, I felt like she was speaking to me, but it still kind of play on me today because I'd be like, wow, do you know how Mother's Day would have looked for my kids going forward?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so, I mean, and at that time, Jada was out the country. So, of course, like, that's who my go-to person if you want to know who to call it an emergency. So, I called her, she out of town, and she like, no, you stay right there, don't you move. And you make sure you go to the, you know Jada being Jada. And so, at the time, it was just like, oh my God, it was just life-changing. It really was.
Mm-hmm.
And so from there, not only, it was like a whole bunch of ups and downs behind it.
Right.
Not only did
a lot come with, first of all, anything that's life altering, a lot comes with it when it comes to just the changes that you'll have to adapt to. Like your life immediately changes, and it's like really.
changed. Yes.
So your car was actually totaled.
Total.
Oh wow.
For somebody that only had a $25,000 policy, so that really was like.
Oh wow.
And then let alone I had one more year left to play. I was like, come on.
Oh wow.
You know how you could just be,
they
be right there, just so close you taste it.
Right.
I just want to know what it feel like not to have no car.
You're right.
Oh. So dang. So once you realize, so of course, just kind of coming into, okay, the realization, okay, this is happening. Now what? So when your car was totaled, how long does it take for them to even tell you something like that?
Well, believe it or not, I am a total loss adjuster. I work for State Farm.
Oh.
So before
Yeah, you
then,
then.
Yeah.
you ain't everybody.
Yes.
But before then, you know, I always had, you know, I would be like, oh my God, I am so sorry. But now, I can sympathize with them.
Oh, exactly. Now I can really feel where y'all coming
I can really
from.
feel where you come, you know.
Right.
I used to be like, dang, I want these to really that serious. Is that
It was
serious?
yeah. Because you never know where a person's situation is.
Yes,
Right?
how you, yes.
So you never know, like, just losing a car can set you back so far. Because you think about if you have a job where it ain't even on the bus line. So now what?
Right.
Now we trying to get to work. Now we at the expense of, you know, like, it's just a lot to come along with it.
They need to be.
Exactly. So you think about all of these things, cause yes. So let me just say this: Erika has one grown daughter, but she also has little Malik. That is a teenager. Right? Look, he really a grown man, but he a teenager.
Yes,
But so now you thinking about him. Now you thinking about how you gonna maneuver with getting him what he need to be.
And then
See,
you
that's
gonna
a
be
lot.
out work. You know you're gonna be out work to get everything together.
Yeah, because you had to go to the hospital.
Right,
They hit you from
right.
behind.
Yeah, I was
so
up.
that's money that you losing from work, everything else.
Everything.
Who gonna wash my house, my everything else? You know, that kind of stuff.
Yes, and you know, at the time, I mean, you know, of course. So once they declare your car a total loss, they only extend the rental car for 2 or 3 days. You're
That's
lucky
right.
if you get it 5.
That's
right.
Five is really good.
Right.
So after then, you like, okay, I hadn't purchased a car since 2021. You know what I'm saying? So,
It's
unbeknownst
different.
to me,
It's different.
It's different.
It is different.
Those don't look the same.
Girl.
Oh my God.
Girl.
Like, what? I'm like, oh my God. It was just crazy. Like, I was so not ready
That
for
was a
this.
shock to your system, baby.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. I bought a car in 2024. because the motor went out of my other car.
That's right. Up the street.
Baby, when I tell you, the process is different. Because like every few years, I'll buy a car. But that time in 2024, and then when they told me what the car note was gonna be, I said, huh? I said, what you? I said, hold on. I had to ask him. I said, hold on, sir. You said I qualify for this car, and you said how much I'm gonna pay a month? That man bust out laughing because he was like, oh, when the last time? I was like, so I ain't had to buy no car since 2020.
Right.
So what are we doing?
$300, $400.
So that's over with. That's over
No,
with.
it's
Them
up.
days
Yeah,
over with.
those days are long gone, and not even talking about the insurance. Like, just so happen you are fortunate enough to actually work in this industry, so you can get a little.
No, I cannot. No,
You cannot?
No, I cannot. No, they don't give us no discount on that. No,
For real?
No.
And yeah, cause when they told
No,
me,
you won't know nothing.
when they put the information in for the insurance, and the man told me, McDonald's gonna be $600. I said, why? So what you mean? I ain't even had no accident. You talking about? Well, you know that just.
Everybody, it went up.
I said, well, the man who do my insurance was like, I don't really know I don't think that happened. This just what's going on. So you mean to tell me per month I will be out of pocket like $1,200 for a car?
Yeah. You mean to tell me y'all won't let me out this car lot until I say something back?
Right.
You gotta go to insurance after you get a car.
And then just think about if your credit is not where it need to be. Now here come the down payment.
Mm-hmm.
That's about high as me, my height. And I'm like, but wait a minute. Because it's hard to save in this economy. What we doing?
Exactly.
What's the difference between this car and that car?
Right. Exactly. No, and that's why I went with the lower end car. I was all right with that. I told it looked real nice. I like that.
Right.
Because, baby, if I got to go any higher than this, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. So, I can only imagine, like you said, you ain't bought a car since 2021.
Exactly.
So, when you went in, what was your experience like?
Either the interest rate was super, because at the time, you got to also think, I had my house, my car, so I ain't gonna say credit really wasn't a big deal to me. I wasn't, I ain't had nothing I really wanted that I was trying to get at that time. So, I was living up, I was good where I was. Boy, when that happened.
You had an idea in your head that if I need to do this, I should be able to do it, so you really wasn't worried about it.
Right. I mean,
I would be the same way.
Correct, because at the time, I was in a Lexus RX, and they had you thinking like you were grandfathered in. So if you come in for your, the next Lexus, then you don't even have to worry about that.
Only if it's a trade-in.
Come on and trade that thing.
Yeah. So if you trade it in, cause we got you locked in now.
Right.
If you but if you lose it, and it ain't even your fault, y'all can hear me. Why y'all can't hear me?
All that special stuff that you was.
Right, go
out the window. Yeah, exactly.
Very fast.
Exactly.
So your credit determines your interest rate. Your credit determines a lot of that.
Correct.
So is that when you realized that you had to do something different?
Well, let's rewind it. Not only, it took me 4 months to get a car.
Wow.
So I was in a rental car for 4 months, paying $1,200 a month.
What?
Me out of pocket. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, out of pocket.
Wow.
At Enterprise, they wanted to tell me I was Enterprise Gold at the time. They
Right.
They were upgrading the vehicle, but at the same time, I'm still paying for the.
Yeah.
So it was just like, oh my God, like it was just so many times. Like it really had me. I ain't gonna say a little depressed. I was really.
Yeah, because it was
I was a little fault. Yeah.
Yeah, because you think about you got your life where you where you want it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, now I'm back trying to figure some stuff out. So I know you said it took you 4 months. How did you end up coming to the conclusion of what you had to do in order to get a car?
Okay, so I knew this guy, and he fixed credit.
Oh, cool.
So I was like, go ahead, give me everything, you know, the clean sweep, the trade lines, all that. I paid him $3,500.
Oh, okay.
$3,500.
Dang.
And it took how long?
After, what you mean, how long what?
His process.
Well, how long was
He was
process?
saying give him 30 to 90 days.
Okay.
30 to 90 days. And so, you know, with credit, did I see movement? Yes. But could it do anything? No.
What?
No. But shout out to my best friend. She kept saying, Erika, we can do this ourselves. We can do this ourselves. Only thing we got to do is just sit down and look. I was like, no, he told me. Yeah, he told me he could do this.
Right.
And she was like, okay, you know, Erika being Erika.
Right. Can't tell you that. All right, well, let's wait it out.
So after waiting it out, and then, you know, the rental car fees, they started hitting me.
Yes, ma'am.
I was like, you don't think we need to go and see how we can do it?
You think we can do it? Friend, like, girl, let's play out.
Yeah,
At this point, so that's when you tapped in and started to.
Yeah, I said, let me dibble and dab in this thing myself, see what, yes, you know. And I just got in tune with it, like, from reading up on the laws, you know, TikTok is really your best friend.
Yeah, that's why they want to get rid of it.
Oh, they came.
Wrong then. 'Cause
Yeah, when you got to search for it. Now they ain't gonna just pop up on there unless you have a conversation about it. But like now when you go on TikTok, you gonna see it. But otherwise, you got to actually look it up. But anything that you look up on there, just being honest with you, a lot of times you will learn what you need to know.
Yes, very educational. Yes.
It's not like it was when, because remember, I was the one telling y'all, like, we need to get on here. It's totally different from what it was then.
I
mean, everything has changed, but the realness of it is what I like most about TikTok is the information.
Right.
So it's kind of like they put it in your face and they bring receipts. So that's like why most people actually get on there and enjoy it, because not only are you learning, but you're actually able to visualize and see what it is they're trying to bring you to.
Correct.
So that's what made me like TikTok. So when you went on there, that was your experience too?
Yeah, that was my experience. You know, I met my mentor on there. Shout out to Satoya. And, you know, I had been, like, kind of stalking her page. Like, day in, day out. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and make this investment. And so I ended up joining her mentorship.
Oh, cool.
And so when I joined her mentorship, you know, every week it's like she pushing you further and further and further. You know, she be wanting results. Like, I do your homework, all like that. And so once I did mine, and then it kind of went, I would say like in the first 30 days, it went up like 60, 70 points. And I was like, let me try this on somebody else. Right. So, you know, you have to do, you know, you like your little free trials and stuff like that with your family and friends. So I did it, and then, you know, I was getting the results, so.
Why you ain't call me? Am I still eligible?
We have to talk off camera.
I know, right? No,
so, at first I was gonna do like tax and credit, but then I felt like I was just kind of doing a little too much. But I know my niche is credit. Right. I know credit now from the back of my, you know. Okay. I can sit right here, but taxes,
that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So,
because I did see a post that you put up about doing tax or tax services or something like that. I think it was on Facebook.
It was.
Okay, so did you do any of that this tax
I did not.
Okay.
I just, it was like, God was like, no, just chill out, deal with one.
Right.
And then,
because you don't want to get overwhelmed.
Right. Then you get people confused.
Right.
Yeah. And see, I got one of those mentors. She gonna let you know that. She like, look, it's too much. You're doing too much. I'm like, hey.
But sometimes you need people like that, because you know some people are just be yes people. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do whatever you put your mind to. I don't want that kind of person around me. I need you to be like, don't know, you know you got adult ADHD, right?
Right, exactly.
So I need for you to know that it's kicking in right now.
Right.
Right now. So that means you pick a struggle. You're not going to be able to do all of that. And it's like, oh, you're right. I mean, I can, but then I'm going to be tired. Right. And everybody know after father you're tired anyway. So it's like, how tired you have to pick your tide. How tired you want to be? Do you want to be tired here? Do you know what I'm saying? Physically, so I totally get that. So I'm glad she did tap in and just be like, look, baby, focus.
Focus, just focus, you know. You know. But let me rewind back though. So we're going to multiple call-outs. Then they start saying, you know, yeah, they could get you in one. It'll be a high interest rate.
Mm-hmm.
But and then they start was like, you gotta crawl before you walk.
Right.
I'm closer to 50 than I am 40.
Right.
And anything that I pay for, no, you're not gonna be able to do that. You know,
exactly. No, seriously, like
yeah.
No.
If I gotta get out there and work for it, I don't feel like it's fair to me for you to tell me I gotta crawl before I walk.
Right. And not only that, if we gotta work for it, we want to feel good about paying for it.
Exactly.
So do you know how hard it is to pay for something you ain't satisfied with?
Exactly.
I don't want it.
Baby, it's gonna be late every month. It gonna be real late. You say y'all on the way to get it?
Right.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna send y'all $300.
I'm about to say, no, y'all come get this motherfucker.
Right. I'm gonna send y'all that $300. Never get a full payment. So, baby, what we doing?
That's what I'm like, but you been got this sale, then I'm stuck with the car.
Exactly.
And it was that particular time, it was like, I was like, I don't want the same color. Are you serious? You telling me you don't want this? I do not want the same color I had before. Make me feel like it's new. I promise. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother. Listen.
Make me feel like it's new.
Yeah.
That's the fun.
I'm with you. I promise.
Y'all know how that new high is. Come on there. Y'all know.
I get it.
You know it don't even last 30 days.
Right. Be like that. It gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I totally feel you. So after visiting multiple lots,
Right.
and they pulling at your credit,
Exactly.
left and right.
Left and right.
And when they pull 10 times, and I'm
10
like,
times.
what?
Whoever gonna get them, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think to me that's one of the most, I guess, I don't know the word. I'm not gonna say disgusting, but that builds a lot of resentment in me when somebody pull your credit that many times and then come back and tell you who said you was okay.
Mm.
And it's like, wait a minute, you just like when you look at your credit report and you see those hard pulls.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of them when you go to car lights, and just imagine going to 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And
they don't care. That's the thing.
They don't. Right. It pulls your score down.
And you're talking about 2 years
Yes.
that it's going to stay on there.
Yeah.
And do you think they care?
No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
Not at all. So where did you end up going? Because you may not want to tell us that part, but how did you get to the place where you was just like, okay, I'm satisfied. Now I'm going to move forward. Had you worked on your credit?
Yes, I did. I worked on my credit as well as when I went in. At that time, they was the other car dealership. They were also trying to make me pay like $2,500, $3,500. And I knew with my credit score, I already know the game.
Right.
So I was like, no. And at this time, I was just like, okay. I wasn't rushing. I wasn't anxious.
Right.
You know, I was just like, I waited all this time. So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See?
And that's how you got to be. You got to always never have anybody feeling like that you just need them.
Yeah.
Like
Because
you
desperate times will also create desperate measures.
Right.
And if somebody first of all, most people that's offering something know that if you're walking in, you need something.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But to actually know, oh, she need to get in the car today, or
Like
she need to get in the car tomorrow, then it makes the
But also,
wheels start turning.
but you also got to think about them as well. They need that sale too.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying.
They need, we both need each other.
Exactly.
So that's where we gonna go with that. So I mean, And I get it, it's a business, but
it is. But I'm glad that you were able to not be in a situation where you just had to take whatever came.
Right.
So so once you made the final decision of okay, I'm going to move forward, how far had you gotten with your credit repair? Had you at that point been?
I was still working on myself.
Okay.
Just really working on myself. I didn't start working on others and coming out with ET Prosperity, which that's the name of my company. But I'm also known as the comeback queen, the credit comeback queen. I'm sorry, because of how I came back.
Okay.
And so what made my story so interesting is not only did I come back, I came back with the car that I was in.
Oh.
Another Lexus,
Okay.
Yeah, newer. Jada's talking about, I was a soccer mom at first. She was like, listen, you only have leak now, so you don't need, So, it's small, but, that's the comeback for me.
Okay.
And, I want others to know that the same thing,
Okay. Understandable. I know that has to be a great feeling. Now I do want to know, like when it comes to you being the comeback queen with the credit, what is something that you would suggest so that not so much as so people won't need you, but people won't find themselves in certain situations? Like what is something that you feel like would have helped you when you were the person in need?
I would think, because I did at the time had a couple of closed account charge-offs.
Okay.
And so with the charge-offs, if you just know, like, really with the charge-offs, that creditor have sold your debt to another company. And so when they're calling you, talking about you owe A, B, C, D, I don't owe you nothing. I don't have no relation with you. And see, if you could just go ahead, let's nip this in the bud now. Do not call my phone no more. You call my phone again, you're harassing me. Then I got the right to, if I would have knew some of the things that I know now.
Okay.
Or just say, for instance, late payments. Yeah, true enough, everybody, we fall on hard times,
Right.
Anything can happen. You can still call that creditor and say, hey, can I have a goodwill letter? I ain't never been late before. Things happen, A, B, C, D.
Okay.
But yeah, so things like that.
Okay.
Or, like we were just talking about them inquiries. If you did not purchase a car from that dealership, then they automatically can remove that from your credit report.
Really?
Yes, because
you
didn't purchase a car from them. So they know when you're shopping for a car, that's one of the things they're going to do. They're going to run your credit 100 times.
Okay. So the inquiries can be
removed. They can if you haven't purchased it from that dealership. Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense. To me, you would think that would be automatic.
Yes.
But because it's not, that's something that you would have to know.
Right.
Because you really would think that it would be automatic. Okay, I didn't get but like you said, a lot of times once you get into it where once you go to the dealership and they see that you're not going to buy that, it don't matter no more. It's kind of like so yeah, I can see that, but I would really think that at this point in time with the technology the way that it is, that would be automatic.
Right.
No.
Well, also look at it like this too. Really, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, they just the ones, they're like the second bureau. They still have like big boys and big dogs where they get their information from.
Yeah.
So, like, you got your Innovis, your Stage Stream, your LexisNexis. Those are the big dogs. That's who they go to get their, they like to say the cousins.
Okay.
So that's who they go to. So what you want to do is you really want to attack them. Because if they block it, then...
then it don't even come down to...
Yeah, they can't say anything.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teach me, girl.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think these credit reporting agencies, the big ones that you talked about, and the cousins, do you think that they intentionally make contacting with them and getting stuff off your credit and inquiring about your credit difficult, like they intentionally make it difficult, because a lot of times a lot of people will try to repair their credit and get stuff off and dispute things, and I think with it taking so long or being so hard to do, they get discouraged and they just don't bother.
I agree. And you also have to think, that's how they get paid. That's how they make their money, by denying us, by, not taking it off our credit. That's how they make their money. So yes, I will agree. And to answer your question, yes, they do make it very difficult. Yes.
So that's where you come into play. So with the ebook that you'll be bringing out, and at lunch tomorrow, y'all, okay? The Credit Comeback Queen.
Right.
Yes.
And lunch is tomorrow.
Right.
So don't y'all forget. And it's an ebook, so that means that you can get it immediately. You ain't gotta you go on there and what platforms will the ebook be on?
It would be on Shopify, but
Oh,
it was,
cool.
yes.
Okay.
And it'll be, you can pay through Klarna, Sizzle, Apple Pay.
Hello.
Yes, you can pay $10 every 2 weeks. That's how affordable I made it.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So y'all hear that now? It's affordable too.
Yes.
So okay, now we're at the point where you're doing this work yourself.
Correct.
So even with you bringing out the ebook, is that still a service that you offer where you will do kind of like credit cleanup, or like would you do it yourself and for somebody else, or would you walk somebody else through the process?
Well, actually, I have a team.
Cool.
So I tried to do it myself for 90 days, and I just couldn't. Like, you're going to need a team.
Okay, cool.
You can get to 5 figures by yourself, but you can never get to, not never, I ain't gonna say never, but it's gonna be really hard for you to get to 6 figures by yourself.
Okay.
So I had to hire a team to come in and help me.
Okay, cool.
So I have an operational manager, I have a media aide, the person that put my content out.
Okay.
And I got a GHL person as well. So with that being said, I'm sorry. What was your question?
Yeah, no. I was saying, would y'all be willing to help somebody else, or would y'all walk them through it? Like, what would be the route for you and your team? Do y'all actually walk other people through the process, or is that something that you all would do when it comes to cleaning up the credit?
Both
Okay.
at the time. If that's what you want. Yes, I want to have a DIY. So
okay.
Yeah, because some people, they can be self-learners, But me, I'm sorry, you already know.
Yeah, it'll just be a lot. No, that's why I was asking, because I know, like, for me, I'd rather just have somebody else to do it, and then they kind of keep me abreast of what's going on, and stuff like that.
Right.
But some people, like you said, they don't mind walking through the process, because some, just being honest with you, just like you walk through the process and you kind of figured out that, okay, I can do this.
Right.
A lot of people are like that. It's just,
Correct.
but I think it's if you have that kind of time, and I don't really have that kind of time.
Exactly.
Because it's got to be time consuming.
Yes. Oh, yes, it is. And like I said, just bring it back. And that's something that's not a one-man show. It's really not. You got to have a team.
Definitely believe that. Do you know that credit didn't come into play until a few years ago? I'm gonna say, like, what, 20 years ago?
What you mean come into play?
Now, maybe 30. Credit it didn't matter at one time. Like, if we didn't have credit scores, we didn't have any of that.
Oh.
Yeah, so a lot of people are like, well, our parents failed us. They didn't tell us, and they'll be like, our parents didn't tell us because our parents didn't have to have that.
Okay,
That wasn't a stipulation
right.
for our parents. And that's why I always try to tell people to stop looking at what your parents didn't tell you, because you got to understand, the generation our parents was brought up in didn't have most of the stuff that we deal with. They had to learn how to do it, because I know before my mama passed, when she purchased the last house that she purchased, she was just talking about how the process was so different from when she purchased her first home. The first home that they bought, the only thing that really mattered was, can you afford it? Like, what's your job? How much you make? Like, what's your income? That's what mattered. But the last house that she purchased before she left, before she passed away, it was more like, I need to see your credit. My mom and them didn't know about credit because it wasn't a factor. Mm-hmm. And once you had your life set up a certain way, you weren't going into no, you know what I'm saying? Like, you weren't trying to really go into no extra debt.
Right. But I talk about that as well in my book as well, like growing up. But to be honest, like, my mom never really taught us about, because my mom was on one of these, like, you only got one life to live. So if you know, tomorrow's not promised. Right. So you got $1, you might as well go to spend 99 cents. Because who told
you that?
My mom.
I like your mom.
That's how my mom was. The generation that they grew up in, baby, you might not even need it tomorrow. You might not even need it. Baby, do it.
See?
But you
have to live by that standard.
But see, now,
you have to teach your kids about rainy days.
But see, now...
But if it's raining after I'm gone,
right?
I don't need to worry about that rain.
I don't have to worry about that.
They gonna have to get like how they live.
Let me tell you something. One of my cousins will tell you. She said, "Baby, I spend money like Larry Jane." But one thing about it, baby, you said you want what? I can't.
Do you work for? You work? Go get it.
Still to this day, when me and my brother and them need something, we'd be like, "We're going up in there with the spirit of Glory Jean." That woman went to the dealership with her friend, and she said, so the man told me that. The man at the dealership told me that. He said, I don't know if any of this information is correct that your mama gave me. She just told me you would like this car. I was driving a green Ford Taurus, just a raggedy car. That was after the PT Cruise.
Oh, okay.
My mama just found this Ford Taurus at the church. A lady at the church was like, "Girl, just give me $500 for it." Oh, it was crazy looking, but you know I ain't never been that kind.
Right.
You have to find out what your people are bougie. I ain't bougie for you.
Right.
So when so the man called me. He said, "Hey, Donna." I said, "Hey." He told me his name. He said, "I'm out here in Union City at the Dodge dealership." I said, "Okay." He said, your mama just left. She said, "You'll love this journey that I got right here." And I said, "The journey? What is that?"
Right.
He said, "It's a black truck."
Right.
He said, "It's nice. It's fully loaded." So I said, "My mama told you this?" He was like, "Yeah." He said, "Come on out here and get it." She told me you're a hard worker. I said, "Man, I'm at work now." He said, "Well, come on." I called one of my homegirls. I said, I called somebody. I said, "Somebody, can you drop me off at the dealership?" She said, "Drop you off?" I said, "The man told me the car is mine. I just got to give the right information." Let me tell you something. I got to that dealership and I tell y'all no story. She literally dropped. She said, "Dad, I just don't feel comfortable dropping you off." I said, "The man said the car is mine. No, I call you if I need you.
Right.
I call you if I need you."
Right.
So she was like, "Okay." So girl, she left me out there and I'm sitting up there talking to the man. I'm doing the paperwork. He said, "Let me tell you something about your mama." He said, "You got one of them."
Uh-huh.
He said, "That woman came here with her friend, my mama friend Javerne." She said, "My mama sat." He said, "My mama sat down and said, 'Now my daughter could use one of these cars.'" And he said, "Can she afford it?" He said, "Oh yeah." She said, "Oh yeah, she could afford it."
Right.
But one thing about it, she like not having no car note, so you got to convince her. Y'all, I'm in a Ford Taurus. I don't even know what year it was. And the man said, "My mama told him, so I'm gonna give you what all I know. I know a Social Security number.
All I know.
I don't know what all how much money she makes. She won't let me do that." But and when I got there, y'all ain't do nothing but sign the paperwork. And so that man said, "Baby, you got one of them mama." He said that lady told me. He said she literally told me my daughter would look nice in one of these cars. But when she driving, that ain't fitting her. Them ain't the aesthetics my daughter needs. But she don't care about that.
Right.
And I didn't. But I done drove everything.
Right.
I drive a U-Haul
Long
truck.
as start to get you where you need to go.
Exactly. I said, "Baby, am I gonna make it?" That's all I want to know. But that man, I literally walked in, y'all, signed, did the paperwork, got in my little black journey. I kept that car for what, 4-5 years? And I was in the journey, and I loved it. And it didn't give me no whole lot of trouble. It was a decent car. It was a decent truck. But when I tell y'all, that man said, I'm going to be honest, I ain't never let nobody do me like that before. He said, but your mama did it. But see, our mothers were different. They grew up in a generation where, baby, yes, they can afford it. What you need her to put on that paper? Because it ain't got to be true, dude. Whatever you want her to put on now, she can put it on there.
Right.
And that's how it was. But see, now we have a different responsibility, and we do have to kind of teach our children certain things because of how many changes been made.
Yeah.
Now it's credit.
Yeah.
Now here we go. Now we on credit.
But
But
you know, we had an era where folks be getting stuff in their children name.
Yeah.
well, you know what? You're right. You're right, because one of my daughter's friends, and it's so crazy that you just said that, had asked her, had she ever had a bill in her name? And Lori said, no.
Right.
She was like, nah. And when she told me that, guess what I did? Went and put the internet in her name. I said, you know what? I said, you was
got to
right.
pay your part.
Let me tell you what I thought about when she said that. When she said that, I said, you know what? I'm gonna get all of y'all a bill because I know it's gonna get paid because I'm solely responsible.
Right.
But it started to make sense, and then when they started applying for stuff, they were like, yeah, because they didn't know about credit scores and stuff. They didn't know.
Yeah.
And I thought about it when they got older, and I said, you know what? They are grown. I need to help. That was my contribution. Let me start some of your name, baby.
I was going to say, you got to think about it.
We paid it.
Yeah.
But you know, I have seen people come in and get an apartment,
Yeah, I was just going to say.
and baby, they go to Georgia Power, they got a $7,000 outstanding bill. What? Oh, yo,
And you gotta pay that bill
you been had
and
that.
the deposit.
But this the thing, you been had that bill since the 90s. Baby, I was just born in the 80s. What are you talking about? Yeah, so parents were when your back got pushed against the wall. Yeah, because either do you want lights or do you just want me to say your credit?
Okay, can we pay this deposit?
That's what made people start putting stipulations in place and setting boundaries. Because, you know, at one time, it didn't matter your age about certain things, but that's why they had to make it to where now you got to be 18 or older.
Yeah.
It makes sense, but at the same time, one thing about us, we've always been resilient. Right. And we've always been, who would have thought to put a Georgia Power in a baby name?
Man, shoot. My kids had a couple
Who
bills.
would
They
have
came at 3.
No, seriously. But that's what I'm saying. We had to figure it out. You understand what I'm saying? But it wasn't until people started feeling like we had figured it out too much that they started adding
Changing
these
it,
stipulations and doing all of this stuff. Because just being honest with you, we kind of set the bar a lot of times.
Well, the stipulations are always for us. It's never for them. It's always stipulations are always to keep us from doing something or to keep us away from something. A lot of times, even with credit, that was not necessarily something that was done. It was a way to keep us from accessing certain things.
Right. Well, see,
Houses, cars,
exactly. So now that we know this, see, the more that we know, the more dangerous we become, because now that we know that these things were set in place, now that's the importance of keeping it where it need to be to sustain, if that makes sense.
See, and I'm guilty. I didn't know anything about credit till I started hanging out with her because she's real on her credit.
She don't want that to be on her credit.
She want her credit score to be $850 all the time the rest of her life.
Every
like
day.
me, I'm like, hey, I don't get on there about credit. I got a pocket full of money.
Right.
If it ain't in my pocket, I don't need it.
No.
I didn't even go to banks. I ain't had no bank account. Like, I'm talking about up until in my 40s. I ain't had no bank account. I cashed my check and I put it in my pocket. A lot of
I
times.
said, how the hell did you walk around with money like that? And then it fall out, and now.
And I lost a couple of $100 here and there.
Right, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Fall
you
out.
said, baby,
Ain't
And
no
fall
fall
out, I
out.
got it folded neatly.
Right. If you find out somebody pickpocketed me.
You talking about somebody who was at Walmart, left their wallet in the parking lot at Walmart and came home, seen that the wallet wasn't there, went back to the parking lot at the Walmart and got it.
Yeah. But
yeah, you need a checking account. Yeah,
but I got one. I had one at that point, but I'm just saying, I never really. I always wanted to see my money. Right, I always wanted to see my. I'm not putting my money in no bank account because I can't access it that quickly. I need to be. If I'm at the store, I need to whip that $100 out and put it on the counter real quick, and then I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just always my mentality.
And the thing about it is, for a long time, that could work.
Mm-hmm.
But as you keep going, you kind of figure out and see. I have people that I work with right now. I go and pick up their checks every week.
Oh wow!
And believe it or not, they don't look like us.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Because they changing the system. See, the system now is built on you to lose a lot of that money with fees and stuff.
Yeah, so they don't even. Yeah, they just don't. But the one thing, like now that is becoming crucial, that we know the importance of credit and things of that nature. Even when I heard about this administration saying that they're about to take away some of the rights with the creditors, like so they want credit not to be as important, I guess, as they've made it.
Yeah, but at the same time they say hospital bills, the insurance company can loan you money to pay them. Like,
so it's it's just.
I don't think it's ever. I don't know about government, but I know this administration just in general. I know government. Don't get me wrong, but we talking about this administration. When I talk about previous ones,
No.
I don't think anything is ever built for us to win. It's always an underlining thing when it comes to consumer. Like they got rid of the Consumer Protection Agency. Like how is that going to help us? Like as consumers.
And I've thought about that a lot of times when I even heard about them dismantling that part of things. So that's like that. So that goes back to, like you said, what part of this for the consumers is it actually going to help?
I mean, like even the bank fees that previous administration had rolled it back to just you can only charge up to $10 for an overdraft fee.
Right.
Well, this administration say no, we're gonna let you charge what you want to charge for overdraft. See what I'm saying? Like it's contradictions in the whole system, but we just got to figure out ways around it.
Right.
And that's where the consumer laws come in, and that's one of the first things that my mentor made us learn. Because we have consumer rights.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
We have consumer rights. Like, they just can't put anything on your credit.
Right.
And that's a lot of times, that's how you can get things off of your credit. Because of these, these consumer rights, yes.
Okay.
And it's a time frame. And it's somebody for them, like the CFPB.
Okay.
They get the Consumer Federal
Protection Agency.
Protection Bureau.
Yeah. That's the one they got rid of, though.
Huh?
They dissolved that. They got rid of it to a certain point to where it's not even helpful for us anymore. Like, as soon as he came in, he downsized that Consumer Protection Agency real quick.
Right, he did because...
And the main reason is because they were actually contributing and helping.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and they were doing it quick.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's where the sweeps came in, when you could get your stuff cleared out in 4 to 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
So so I guess it depends on the extent that you have to go with helping somebody to like clean up their credit and things of that nature. How do you guys charge for that? Like, how does let me say this, ET Prosperity charge for it?
Well, ET Prosperity, we charge a case by case situation.
That's what I
because and I always like to do mine kind of like a layaway thing.
Okay.
So just say for instance, I charge $35 for a credit analysis. And so that credit analysis, that way I can tell you what I recommend, how long I think it would take. Like I said, I'm just thinking I cannot, so I have to protect ET Prosperity.
Exactly.
So if you know how we do, they'll hold you to it like I'm God.
Right.
So that's why I have to tell them, I cannot predict the score. I can't predict the number.
Right.
I can guarantee you, because if your credit score go at 1 point, then I did my job.
Okay.
Now, will I be like that? No. But that's all I can guarantee. So, and then there's other stipulations with it. Like, for instance, like I said, the layaway plan. At any time, you have to pay monthly. At any time you stop, I stop.
Oh, okay.
Because just if you give me all your money up front, then you got 100 inquiries, bank runs, all that stuff like that. I don't set myself up.
Right.
That could be 2 or 3 years.
So you all do the monthly.
Monthly. And then another thing that I most definitely put into effect. Once you sign a contract with me, you cannot apply for anything.
And you must have been reading my mind, because I was just about to ask you, once the process starts, what are the stipulations for the person the person that you're actually doing this credit analysis on? What are the stipulations? One is you can't apply for anything.
You cannot apply for anything. You have to keep credit monitoring.
Okay.
So you have to keep that, because that's how I'm going to be able to look at your scores. How I'm going to be able to see what needs to be done, what's falling off, what's still on there.
Okay, so credit monitoring, is that something that you all offer, or do you have to get an outside?
Well, I'm with the company,
okay.
So I'm affiliated with somebody, so I would give them the link. So,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Credit monitoring has always been one of the things that I actually like, because you can actually see what's going on, because a lot of times things can be playing in the background that you really don't even know, and the monitoring helps with that. Okay, so they cannot apply for anything. You have to keep credit monitoring, and what else?
And if you choose to use my service within the first 7 days after doing the analysis, then I'll credit that towards your payment, whatever program you decide to go in, or whatever package you decide to do.
Okay, and you have several packages. How many? Like, is it like different levels, or?
It is it depends on what you want. If you what you're trying to come, Now, if you're trying to, if you tell me you're trying to get a car, you tell me you're trying to get a house, you trying to tell me you're trying to get business funding. It's like different packages for different things.
Okay.
And this is what I will say. Maybe about 6 weeks ago, I went to my mentor because I've been spending out of pocket. This business thing, it ain't no joke.
It's different.
It's different. Like, for real. But also, too, you can't let people know, because they can be discouraging. Like, when it comes to business, like, whatever you do, whatever you spend your money on, because, I just think that sometimes we can be each other worse.
That's true.
So, with that being said, I went to my mentor because I felt like I was ready for business funding. And so she was like, okay, then let me look at your credit and stuff like that. And so she broke me back down. She was like, no, I need you to go back and fix your credit. I was like, I know about credit. I mean,
wait, after the $3,500?
Yes, it's like 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's 6 weeks ago. She's like, no, you fix your credit. You need to have your own testimony. I said, okay.
Right. Now we got to, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I said, okay. So, it took for her to have to say that, for me to have to look like, okay, then how can somebody else believe you or say you're credible if you can't even do your own, you got to do your own journey. And so at that time, too, she made me realize it was like I was all over the place. And so it reminded me in the Bible of Luke 5. Like, when you think about Peter was asking God, like, God, why I can't catch no fish? I stayed out there all night, God. Right. I don't know how y'all talk to y'all, God, but this how I talk to mine.
Right.
Why? But God said, just trust me, just get back out there.
Right.
Just get back out there. And mysteriously, the net came open. He had all that. So that's my thing is now, I want to help one person solve one problem with one product, that'll be my product,
right?
To come up with one solution, and then come up with then you'll have your outcome. But when she had to tell me, it took for somebody to tell me, 'cause I was trying to do this package, that package, that package.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hell, I was kind of confused myself when she told me that. I was like, dang, you ain't right. But that's that ADHD. You know what I'm saying?
Right. When it kick in, you be like, okay. That's why I say you have to have people around you who come from a place of love. It may not be what you want to hear, but it is what it is, and it's something that you need. Because what if she had told you, well, what if she had told you, we can look into business funding. only for you to keep getting all these no's and not understanding why. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to keep the right kind of people around you.
Yeah.
And she seems like she's one of those people.
Oh yeah.
So do your services, do y'all have it where you can do business funding as well, or?
That is something that we will eventually
Okay,
add.
I got you.
You know, I want to kind of get this credit down
Right.
pat before I start introducing things.
Right. So with the ebook, the ebook is going to basically be able to tell us what we need to do to get started with helping ourselves, or how does that go?
Correct. Like some of the mistakes I made, and it'll
Okay.
talk about my story. Like I said, growing up on the southwest side of Atlanta from a single mom, and just like I told y'all, my mom said, spend that 99 cents because
Right.
tomorrow ain't promised.
Exactly.
But, you know, it talks a little bit about my story, and then it talks about my struggles, my financial setbacks, you know, how I came back,
Okay.
and how it's possible to have financial freedom.
What does that look like?
What does financial freedom look like? Like, I think financial freedom for me would look like where, really, I think we're all living on OPM, or you should want to, other people's money.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, because when you could walk in a bank and you could get XYZ, you know what I'm saying? They feel comfortable with giving you XYZ. So
I agree.
that's something. Financial freedom, when you, to me, that's what I like to say. When you can get credit, because that's
Right.
where, I hate to say it, that's where we kind of live in a sense. Because if you think that's what that race is doing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So.
And I know, man, one of my cousins who used to get street money, when he learned about credit and how to utilize it and continue to build it and get those trade lines, doing all of those things, that's what he tapped into.
Yeah, that's a
And
game changer.
left the streets completely. But you have to know and understand what's in it in order to
Right.
excel in it.
Right.
And he is one of course, all of my cousins are really close, but he's one of my favorites. Because the one thing he did was realize, I know what I'm doing ain't gonna last forever.
Right.
Amen.
So
Right,
I
right.
need to do something different, and that's what he did.
Well, that was good.
Yeah, he tapped into the credit world.
And,
so.
and guess what? Credit ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
It's not going nowhere.
He was just like, he said, of course, over time, they're going to finagle, they're going to do this, they're going to make some stipulations, they're going to make changes. But because of how, I guess, prosperous it is in that end, they not going to get away.
Credit's
Move away
not
from it.
going
Yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah.
One of the things I noticed about credit, and this is just in my own journey with credit and trying to build mine back up through her, is one of the things that I've noticed is that it goes up so slowly, but it comes down fast.
It comes down really fast.
Like within 30 days, my credit had went up like 45 points. Then within like 24 hours, it went back down 50 points. So I'm thinking to myself, like, how do you get excited about credit? And I'm being 100% honest here. How do you get excited about building your credit when it's so hard to get, but it's so easy to take away? That is just one. And then you think to yourself, I haven't even applied for anything because I haven't applied for anything. My car is paid off. I don't, I have any extra stuff. I buy a little stuff here and there just to try to keep my credit going. But you're like, dang, it went down 50 points in 24 hours and I didn't even do anything in that 24. I've been asleep for most of this 24 hours. Or I've been at work for most, 12 of it. So,
it's not what you've done in those 24 hours, it was what was done months.
But I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like, it went up. Like, when I saw it, it went up. Like, when I looked at, because I monitor my credit now, I monitored it, and then I watched it like that week, it went up 45 points, and I ain't gonna say 24 hours, within like 3 or 4 days, it went back down. So I'm saying 30 days it went up, but the last time I saw it was like the week before, and it wasn't the way it was with the 45-point rise. But once it had rose that 45 points, then within 2 days it went back down. So I'm like, dang, how do I get excited about this? Because I'm thinking like, man, fuck this shit. Like I'm going.
Right. Well,
That's one of my friends.
seriously, and that's really
Right.
how a lot of people get discouraged because they see it happen like this. Like, first of all, how many new clients are you willing to take right now?
As many as me and my
As many
team.
come. Okay. As many can come. No, I was just asking because y'all gonna get some clients.
But to answer your question is, it's the debt to income.
Mm-hmm.
So say for instance, if let's say one of your cards, we'll just say like, one of your credit, just say one of them drops.
Mm-hmm.
That either gonna make your debt to income ratio either go up, it's gonna make it seem like either you're using more and you don't have that much, or you have a lot but you're not using
And I
it.
think that's my problem. I make a decent amount of money. I don't have much credit. Like my car was paid off last year, so I haven't applied for a new car. I haven't gotten a new car. I don't want no car notes, to be honest with you. So I haven't applied for anything. And as far as the credit I have, it's minuscule. I don't even think it's over $1,000 on some of that stuff.
Yes,
And I think I had like 2 or 3.
correct.
So I don't have a lot of credit, but I have a decent income.
Correct.
So I guess that's what's causing the problem.
And that's what a lot of us are at these days,
Uh-huh.
you know. That's how it is. Either you got the money and the
Right.
credit, or the credit and the money. You don't have the money. The income.
Right. And some people say that it's better to have the credit and not the money. And I'm thinking, why would that be?
Because of the way that it's set up these days, it is.
Well, you got to think with your money. You anytime this another. The Lord Thurman said, anytime you can count your money, you ain't got no money.
Oh, okay.
So if you can count your money up, you know, hey,
Right. No, seriously, that's true. So it makes sense. So I think now that people are seeing how important credit is, it's kind of like making a difference with the decisions and a lot of the things that we had to unlearn, because we had to unlearn a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff, but we also have to realize that the times that we're growing up in now are literally the first time a lot of these things are being seen and warranted. So we have to keep that in mind as well. But it's a whole different ball game now. Now I will say I am super proud of Miss Jada, honey.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I keep telling her my name need to go somewhere on that degree.
I'm trying to tell you.
As she watching, please let her know.
Yes, somewhere. So Jada, just let them know what Jada has been doing and what she has accomplished.
That's right.
Well, Jada, she just graduated last month from Meharry Medical College. So she got her master's in physician assistant. She was taking the
Is she going to stay in Atlanta or
she
she
is
relocating?
back. She is officially back. She came back last month.
Okay, cool.
Last month. Well, this is June. Yeah, she came back last month. So I have a new roommate.
Really?
She said give
Yeah.
her 90 days. She out. So.
Look, yeah, right. Tell her she better stay there with her mama, honey.
Yeah.
You know, it's different when they get to be grown, and I kind of see what my mama used to say. Well, all adults need their own place.
Oh yeah.
So I get it, but with this economy going on, man, please, y'all better work different hours. Shoot, I wish I could go and move in with my mama.
I know that's right.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's a challenge. That's something to think about. You know, sometimes.
I'm telling you.
Wait till I get grown.
Oh, that was one of the craziest things I probably ever said.
Right.
I don't, it's been a long time since I said something like that. Because adulting gets real.
Exactly.
So she's gonna be practicing here.
She is.
I'm excited about that for her.
Yeah, she want to do pediatric.
Really?
She say in the ER. So yeah. So.
Okay, that's what's up.
I like to say Jada. Jada's a village baby. You know, that was just hey.
Yeah, and man, they make you so proud. I saw that Kendall graduated recently too.
She got her master's. We were with her last night.
Yeah. I was just like, that is so good to just see them really growing into themselves. You know,
Right,
that like
right.
now they're making a life for themselves.
Exactly.
But
And
yeah.
I know one day Jada was like, Mom, you should be strict on me. Why you not strict on Malik? But then, you know, you have to think.
Baby, when you
I
get
know.
older.
Listen at this, though. You got to think and I'm pretty sure you can relate to this. When Jada was growing up, I had my mama, her grandmama. I had a whole village. I ain't went through no divorce. I ain't went through no death for my mama. You know, I ain't went through none of that. All this, I went through some things. Though, you know what I'm saying? I went through some life.
Right.
You know, and I think kids don't understand that.
They don't. Not until they get put into certain situations, right? Because, and then too, Jada is your tester child. That's your first one.
Exactly. That's what I said. I still have
That's your first one.
Exactly.
That baby, we got to see do that hurt a little bit, and then we got to see do that hurt a little bit. Because you know, you just try to be so careful with them, and what they look at as being strict, that was just us being concerned and love, and
right.
we don't want that to happen to you. Yeah, we don't want that to happen to you. We don't.
Right.
Not really knowing that the things that happen to us is actually who molded us. It's not actually what helped get us to where we needed to go, right? But you don't want that. Especially not for your first one. You're not doing that.
Right.
You're not doing that either.
Right.
Like, it's just different. And a lot of times, like I said, like, I look back at how my mama was with me versus my oldest brother.
Oh, your mama didn't play radio, though.
Let me tell you something, but she was tired by the time I came along. She was just like, just mess up, do whatever you need to do, because you'll figure it out. Because, baby, my oldest brother, she was, don't do that, don't do that, you gotta do that. And Eric was still touching it, it was hot. She was still touching it. Baby, by the time me and Jasper came, she was like, yup, touch it. Stand up, do whatever you right. She was, and she explained that to us. Because I still believe that Jasper was my mama's favorite child, and he should have been. But no, he should have been. The kind of decisions that he made and the things that he did without ever disappointing anybody.
Right.
Not even himself.
Right.
So, you know, those kind of children deserve that type of, favoritism.
I think so too. I'm that child.
You were that child. We bumping heads left and right. Bam. Wait a minute, mama. We got to get back up again. She was like, baby, you shouldn't have to keep doing it. Is you all right?
So
Jasper didn't. Let me tell you something. That man looked at. See, me and Jasper, that was a year apart.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So we only a year apart. But he could look at. So it didn't have to be him. He could look at certain situations and say, no. I don't want to do that. I don't want that. And you know, some people are just like that.
Yeah.
And he was just one of them. And I look at my children, I'm going to be honest with you, the one that's here now, she's like that. She look at her siblings and be like, let me write that down.
That's not the way to go.
I ain't got to do that.
I already see you in there.
Yeah, like that.
Acted this way.
And a lot of times, you know, children be looking at it. Oh, you strict, you this. And it's like, no, I'm not. But at the same time, I just don't think you need to experience everything.
Right, that's true.
Yeah, I don't need to experience
They
everything.
know everything now.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't need to experience everything.
Come out knowing everything.
I know, right? And you're like, girl, boy. Because I ain't going to tell y'all no story. I sit up and look at some of the things my children do, and I be snickering, right? And they say, Mom, what's so funny? You'll know in a minute. You'll know.
Oh, they keep living.
You'll know exactly why I got you tested, because you shouldn't have never did that. Why would you do that? And when my children was little, we had an uncle. My mama's brother, Uncle Julius, used to always say, "Did you get them children tested?" And we used to laugh about it, right? Because we'll be like, they all right, they don't need to be tested. And as time progressed, we always get our children tested. And we were laughing because my Uncle Julius, your baby could do something at my mama's house. Because my Uncle Julius and my mama always was real close, so they always was right there together. And he'll be like, yeah, you might need to get them tested. And you know, other people be offended. They'll be like, yeah, well, why is he talking about my baby getting tested? But eventually, they get the baby tested. And how that man knew? But I ain't lying. I think my Uncle Julius didn't have a child to his name, but he sure knew when someone right.
I think that's what makes us so bad with the kids down there, because they got the resources.
Right.
Man, I wouldn't be a doctor right there. All
versus back
Think
then.
about what you had when you first had your baby. You was a single mama. You ain't really have a whole lot
No.
that you could reach, but now,
Yeah.
Now,
say you got a baby. What? You need this?
yes, and somebody is going to be able to provide it.
Exactly.
But they don't. But a lot of times, I guess because we're the last generation that's growing up that with this internet stuff that lived before this internet stuff.
Right.
Like we lived
Right, I
before
agree.
it, so we know how it go. But you gotta understand, like our children, they probably would never really know for real because they didn't necessarily come in the world with this stuff, but they did.
Yeah.
Like by the time they could understand certain things, the internet was here.
Yeah.
And it gave them so much access to so much, and and believe it or not, just being honest with you, that proximity and the things that they're able to reach really is a setback for them in certain ways.
yeah, most
I don't know if
definitely.
that's good.
Yeah,
most definitely.
it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
So, you just have to kind of pray that your children get to the gifted part of it and not seep into that other part of it, because it's a tale of two different things.
Right.
Like if you have a child that's inquisitive, that they'll look at certain things that they want to, look up, but at the same time, if you have one that is not as inquisitive but enjoy certain things of the internet, it makes it better for them because they ain't going digging looking for certain stuff.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's just different, and like I said, a lot of times I just sit back as a parent and be like, you'll know in a minute.
Yeah, because these children don't know nothing about outside, no nothing, like, for real.
Right.
We had to go outside.
Like we knew we
Wasn't even no choice.
we didn't have choices like
Do
that.
you remember that you had school clothes to play clothes?
Yeah, that. But girl, let me tell you something.
I did.
You didn't have that.
No.
I
My
just
mama
was-
say, my grandma say, Lee Allen, put on your play clothes. Okay. It'd be the same clothes I wore to.
For real?
I bucked that system.
Oh man, no, we had
No, you
the
had
play
chain
clothes
clothes.
and we had the good clothes.
Yeah, you
and we had to
chain
get
clothes.
the shoes twice a year.
Yes. So there are a lot of things that a lot of these children would never really understand.
Would never know.
And they couldn't fully understand it because it's like, what you always bought me shoes, because I thought I was doing something good.
Right.
I didn't know that getting shoes where my mama could afford it was like building character. I didn't know that.
Right. We wanted them to have a life that we didn't have.
I'm thinking like we were, because the realness of it is, when I think back on it, we wasn't really stressing our parents out like that about certain stuff. That's why I say the internet can be a gift and a curse. Because they see something.
You got it.
And see, the thing with me was my children, and I'm gonna tell you how this tied back into what we talking about with the credit stuff. One thing about it, my children could tell me anything they wanted, but they couldn't tell me they wanted it like nobody else. I want those shoes like such and such. You couldn't tell me that because you'll never get them. Now you tell me, you say, hey mama, have you seen them new Jordans? I wouldn't mind getting a pair. I could do that. I could try to make it happen.
Yeah.
And how it ties back into credit and things of that nature is, that's why a lot of times people open up them credit cards.
Yeah.
And people
I
open
was
up.
just thinking the same thing. Living above their means.
And a lot of times that's just how it went, because it's like, man, my child want this or my child want that, but I can't really afford it. But if I could get a credit card, then I could put it on that. Not thinking about being able to pay it back. Because a lot, when I'm going to tell you something, when I taught my children about having to, because see, so the way their minds were working was they didn't really know what credit is per se. They didn't even know you had to pay it back. See, a lot of times we think, but see, the thing about it is, a lot of times we think people should automatically know stuff.
Right.
No, that's not how they go. So that's why so many college students get in all that debt, because, okay, y'all told me to get the credit card.
Right.
Ain't nobody told them that about getting the bill and having to pay it back. So they looking at it as free money.
Yeah.
And that's the mindset that a lot of people had until they realized, okay, that ain't no free money. Ain't nothing free.
Ain't that free? You're right.
But
everything come with a price.
Exactly. But I'm telling you, so that's why now that we have the credit gurus and the people being able to tell us about the importance of keeping good standing credit, that's y'all lane. Because a lot of people don't know. And the one thing, you said what?
You should guard your
credit. Right. Because a lot of people don't know. You'll be surprised the amount of people that look at credit is like it was just free money. Like they literally didn't know when you pay your credit card bill and this charge you $35 a month. They don't know what part go to the interest. They don't know what part actually go to the bill. They don't know. They don't know nothing. They just paying it because somebody sent them a bill and said it's due. But actually, knowing what's really going on is the empowerment of being able to be that comeback queen.
Yeah, and that's how you get the high utilization. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they just probably paying the minimum. They ain't teaching them.
Right.
Yes.
But see, that's what I'm saying, and that's one of the things that will set you apart from a whole lot of other people because you actually did the work.
Right.
Even after you paid somebody all this money, thinking that they were gonna help you and do it for you or whatever, you still wasn't satisfied. So now let me figure it out for myself.
So I know.
Yeah, exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the person that you actually paid to help you from the beginning, did they ever do anything for you or like?
As far as a reimbursement type of
right?
No, but you know today we still talk and you know I give him a couple of jewels here and there because like hey. The business of it, you know.
Okay.
I just think with him, I think he was a little outdated too. Cause like you have to be on top of your stuff.
Yeah, and you have to continue education with these fields too.
Yes.
So I absolutely okay. So that makes sense though. But I'm glad that you actually tapped into it, and actually now you can help other people. So I look forward. So how much is the ebook?
The ebook for the first 25 people, it would be $37.
Oh, cool.
And then after that, it'll be $47.
Okay, so and you, I know you said that it's on Spotify. Do you guys have a website or something for it that you can get it from?
Yes, and all that at lunch tonight. Tomorrow for sure.
Okay, good. Okay,
Yeah.
So with ET Prosperity, what else do ET Prosperity offer? Now I know we got the credit, being able to tap into the credit area. Do you guys offer anything else right now or?
Well, eventually I want to start with the business funding. Okay, cool. And some type of mentorship as well.
Okay.
Yeah, mentorship. Where I get a community going, and then they can come in, they can ask questions. We have classes, we lunch classes and things like that to that nature as well.
So how often do you go live? Like when, because I have seen you live. I only seen you live once.
Yeah, I know.
But I wasn't in a position to tap in.
And I know my staff is really getting at me. They said, because if I could just do my part, the front work, they could do the back work.
Right.
Because they were like, and then they be like, because I'm also known as Coach E, because, as well, with the credit, I'm also teaching as well. So they be like, if you could just get on, because it seems like we get inquiries,
Right.
People be wanting to know. So, can you please just go? I know. I've been really feeling with that.
With what's the hardest part? Is it like finding the time, or what's the hardest part about you being able to actually go live and start building the community that you want to see?
I think I need to find my niche. I still haven't found my niche. Like Facebook versus Instagram, then versus TikTok.
Okay.
So, I do understand with the Facebook that you can still go back and look at it after it's always,
right.
after I get off live. But I really, I think that's my biggest concern. But I also hear, too, that you just have to do it. It's not
an age group thing sometimes. Like, our age might be on Facebook, and then the other age, 20s?
Right.
Our age group is on Facebook. On Instagram, it's more like, I'm just gonna say from like the 30s to, I'm just gonna say 30-year-olds, right?
Okay.
Then on TikTok, it's kind of like the younger people. So I'll just say maybe 21 to 30 or something like that. But the thing about it is, if you're talking about something that people actually want to know about, right now those ranges don't matter.
That's true. That's true.
So, like, it's kind of like, if you talk about something that they want to hear, they ain't gonna really, like, it makes it that much easier for you. So, talking about credit, it is gonna make people want to tap in, because so many people have experienced credit issues. You understand what I'm saying? Whether it's been good, bad, or indifferent.
Right.
But when you say credit, so that's why I say, if it's like a time restraint or something like that, like with me, so I go live most days on TikTok during my lunch break.
Okay.
So during that time, I can tell you this, I do much better when I have something to talk about.
That's true.
If that makes something specific to talk about. Like, I couldn't get on there talking about credit card. I don't know nothing.
Right.
So, but I do know if you have something in particular and you announce before you go live. So, say for instance, if you say, I'm going to take out time today at 6 o'clock. When it crosses your mind, I don't care if it's 4:59. I don't care what time it is. Put a post up about it. I'm going live today at 6 o'clock p.m. Y'all tap in. I will be talking about whatever I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
So would you say do this on Facebook, or would you say
do it everywhere? The only thing about, the good thing about Facebook is people gonna see it. The thing about Instagram is where in the hell are they gonna see it? Because the algorithm be algorithm. Like, you might see it 3 days later. But what I also like about Instagram and Facebook is you can actually post those videos to your page. So once you post them to your page, regardless of when somebody see that you went live, they can always go back and say, oh, this must be when she went live.
Right. And I think with TikTok, everybody is looking for that viral moment.
With TikTok, you definitely want to go viral, but at the same time, I know for me, like, so with TikTok, it's more about you offering something.
Right.
Now that you had an ebook, you're offering them this. Like, you can hey, I got an ebook. Whatever questions you have, you know, you got a chance to actually get it. You know, like with TikTok, that's kind of like the difference with TikTok. Now you got something to sell. Right.
So and you also, you want your testimonies. You want, your proof, and that's what they're looking for as well. Because that's like, not saying that's like a quick sale.
Yeah, it is, but you want to make sure that you put your ebook on the TikTok shop, because when people go on the TikTok, somebody can log into TikTok, right? And they may not even know what they're going on there for. They just logging in, and then they think about something that has happened, and they might go to the shop and put in something like, they could put in like quick read or new read or something like that. Your book will be one of the ones that come up regardless of what it's talking about, because guess what? It's new here. Okay. So if they go on there and they look up, they might just look up ebooks, because that's what a lot of people are tapping into now. Okay. You know, like,
it's a girl who went viral on TikTok recently by just reading a book.
Yeah.
She just kept reading chapters of the book.
Yeah.
She was like, I read chapter such and such, and I didn't even know this. And she started talking about what she didn't know that she learned from the book.
Yeah.
After she read it. So,
and people tap into stuff like that. If you do the work for them, they'll be so happy. Baby, you find, so that's kind of like how business work. You find a need and you fix it.
Right.
Yeah. You know that people need a better credit score to get certain things. Now you done fixed it.
Right.
But that's how you have to present it.
Correct.
Yeah, you have to present it in a way. Well, I did the research, so you didn't have to.
Exactly. And that's where Luke 5 talking about Paul. The one problem, the one person, the one problem, the one product.
And when you solve it, and when you
overcome, you like, dang, he didn't even take out. You know what I'm saying? Look.
Because what happens is, a lot of times as human beings, we overthink a lot.
Oh yes,
and I don't even think that, like, honestly feel like that's just a part of our anatomy.
Yes, it is.
And I know some people be like, but no, it's kind of a part of our anatomy.
It is.
It's for us to overthink certain things. But when somebody has already kind of solved that problem for you that you were overthinking, it's a sigh of relief.
Right.
And if people can read your book and get a sigh of relief, guess what? they're gonna read your book.
Exactly.
And they're gonna tell people about it.
Exactly. And what I want them to see, if it can happen for me, it can happen for you.
That's right. And it's just that plain and simple. But yeah, man, I am definitely intrigued.
Thank you guys so much.
Definitely intrigued.
And
on
I
tapping
will-
into this.
I will
Particular
feature
era.
you a copy free.
What?
We like free.
Get it over to you guys.
Absolutely. Well, we
Thank you.
Right.
So that's my way of saying thank you.
We certainly appreciate you, man, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. So you're gonna stay up late tonight to tell us when it actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think tomorrow I need to be on there. How many? 3 or 4 times?
You need to,
Okay.
because you need to announce now, and just like even later on today, let people know how excited you are about
Yeah.
the ebook that's coming out.
Right.
Like, because for one
It's a
thing
big
about
deal.
it, Erika, you know a lot of people.
Everybody says that.
You know a lot of people, and the thing about knowing a lot of people is that even if those people don't support you, as long as you know that you have let them know what you got going on,
Oh,
you've
yeah.
done your part.
Right.
Because at the end of the day,
And that's why I said, what is it to like and share? It's nothing,
Nothing.
to like and share.
And it's free.
now
That is
the
free.
only thing I would tell you about that, Erika, is sometimes you gotta send it to me. Now I ain't gonna. I'm be honest with you, I miss it. I think I saw your live, and I think it was like a day or two after the live, and I was like, dang, Erika was live. Okay, because that's what it came up. It said Erika was live. I know it said something about the comeback queen was live or something like that, and I was like, well, dang, I missed that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you send it to me or you send it to people, actually send it to them and make it personable, it goes a lot further.
Okay. I'm taking all this in.
Absolutely, because the thing about it is, you think about somebody like me, most of the time I'm driving.
Yeah.
So I don't see until I get home and I'm knowing that by then, I'm in the bed. Exactly, I'm in the bed. So, but if you send it to me, then, because I'm like you, it's nothing to share or to like something or have some interaction with it, because that's what get it to keep coming up in other people's news feed.
Exactly.
But one thing I will tell you about Facebook, they're going to see it, we just don't know when. But it's going to be seen, and we look forward to just kind of helping you get out there.
Yeah.
So like I said, you have to let us know what you got going on and things of that nature, and we'll do what we can from our space.
Well, thank you.
And I'm gonna say, I don't know if you've ever posted that, but that journey that you told us about when you first started, about being in the accident and stuff like that, you need to post that. You need to tell that story, not the whole thing at once, 1 minute increments to bring them back to, and be like, no, I'm gonna tell you the rest tomorrow. I'll talk to you about the rest tomorrow, what happened after the accident, and what brought me to this. Because I don't want to say it's mess, but
yeah, you're
people
right.
like to be
Right.
feel like they want to be in your
Personal
story.
business.
Like
Yeah.
my mentor said, you definitely have a story.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you think about it, and believe it or not, even though when you're going through certain things, you really feel like this ain't happened to nobody else, 'cause ain't nobody said nothing. But it's just the point of ain't nobody saying nothing, but it's happening
Right.
to trillions.
Right.
But they, like, you just ain't bumped into somebody who was talking about it. But when you talk about it and you let people know that you can come back,
Yeah.
this ain't the end.
Oh yeah.
You can come back. Then it gives them honestly, it encourages them, because you'll be surprised how many people, like you said, go into the dumps when something life altering happens and they just feel like, I ain't gonna be able to recover from this.
Yeah.
I don't know what it take to recover from this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know. And that goes back to finding a need and fixing it.
Right. Especially when you're 100 and old. All it
Yeah.
takes that 1 year.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
That's right. And when you make people believe that one yes could be today, it could be
game
tomorrow.
changer. Yes.
Yes, it can happen. Like, regardless of what it look like now, it can happen. But yeah, I'm excited for y'all, man, and I'm excited for Miss Jada, man, doing her thing.
Yes, I'm about to start taking care of Mama.
She got you. Look, don't worry, she got you. You know, because baby, one thing about it, that a lot of people, because none of my kids chose college, but it's the youngest one. And when you see what the amount of sacrifice that they put into actually becoming who they becoming, it's like God Almighty.
Yeah.
How many? And even with the sacrifices that we have to make as parents to make sure they stay, because they could get discouraged easily too.
What you talking about?
Yeah, they could get discourused super easly too. So yeah, it's a. I'm like you. It's a village.
Yeah,
it takes
so
a
many
lot
roles
of
we play. You know.
I absolutely agree. Well, you guys know that it is time. I guess I'm gonna tell y'all this. So we go live from anywhere you can go live from, right? And I always like to tell people that you can support us from all different avenues, right? Right. Okay. So from Facebook to Instagram to TikTok, Misfits Radio and TV, we're there. And then do but look us up. Google us, do whatever you need to do to try to support the home team. And we do have different shows on every night of the week. We are revamping certain things about the radio station. We're trying to do things, incorporate some other things. So we look forward to you guys supporting us in those ways too, once we actually make up our mind which way we're gonna go. So on Sundays, it's the OGs. Yes, we are not only the Westside Misfits and the owners of Misfits Radio and TV. If you want an interview, if you want us to play your music, if you are a business owner and need some exposure, ain't nothing to do but the contact us.
That's right.
We are here. Then on Mondays, we'll talk about that later. On Tuesdays, we'll talk about that later.
Right.
No, well, we got Ramadan, right? Is he still doing his thing?
Yeah, he's still doing
So he does the house music on Tuesdays. At what time? Is he still from 6 to whenever?
6 to like 9 or 10 or something like that.
Yeah. Doing the house music. So if you're a house head, y'all let us know, and you tap in on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, we have Misfits of Comedy. And they're here at 8 o'clock. On Thursdays, we do have Changing Lives or Mr. Short Dollar, whichever one Deontay Burton want to tap into.
That's right.
He's here on Thursdays, and he's here at 8 o'clock as well.
Right.
Fridays, we'll talk about that later. And Saturdays, DJ Lab and I do our things. Now, we know that our names, you may be like confused about what we do. DJ Lab is an actual DJ.
Right.
He's our residential DJ here at Misfits Radio and TV, but you can hire him for an event. So if you ever see yourself needing a DJ,
that's right.
Tap in.
That's right.
Now, I am Miss Mix-a-Lot. A lot of people think I DJ. I'm not the DJ. I am the bartender.
That's right.
And if you ever need my services, well, I do more than bartending. I also do the notary services. I'm a marriage officiant, so you found your boo, I can do that too.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm a life insurance agent in Georgia. So if you're in Georgia and you're in need of life insurance, you let me know and I can handle that too. Then we have, so I do a DJ referral service. Of course, the very first DJ that I'm going to refer you to is DJ Lab. But, hey, DJ Lab.
Insider trading.
Exactly. DJ Lab, you're the best. So if he can't do it, I'll get you to somebody else. So yeah, we do that I do that for event planners too. So if you need information about event planning, DJing, anything associated with things like that, you let me know and I'll do the work for you, okay? I got man. Yeah, you just tell me what you need. One stop shop. And now y'all can always look me up on Instagram. I make Mix-a-Lot services on there. And what I've been doing is, now my main page, let me just say this, y'all, because I know people be confused. But yeah, my main page, I don't know none of them people like that. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I go down my timeline. I don't know them people. But when I go into my Mix-a-Lot services page, I know all them people. So that's why you see me going back and forth, because I'm like, who is this?
Yeah.
I have a whole lot of suggested people on my regular page. I don't know if that happens once you reach a certain amount of followers. I ain't sure. But since I don't know, if I interact with you from Mix-a-Lot services page, that means that I saw you.
Right.
If you looking for me to see you on that other page, I don't know what's going on until they fix it.
You talking about on Facebook?
Facebook and Instagram.
It's
a mess.
I have the same problem, but only on Facebook. I don't know none of the people on Facebook.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. And then when they talk rude to you, I'm looking at the phone like, who are you? Why would you say that? Because I know on average, the average person ain't going to be talking like that to me. Because I'm like, why would I give you a reason to talk like that? Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, on Facebook and Instagram, I do try to get with you on, from my pages. But I can be honest, a lot of those people I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing the best I can.
And Facebook,
seriously,
I don't know.
I don't know what
Instagram,
happened.
I know those people.
They just send you a whole bunch of suggested people down the timeline, and I'm like, why are you suggesting me people instead of me seeing people who I actually know?
Right. Or people that has followed me. You suggesting me all these people.
You're suggesting somebody
that I don't want to follow.
I don't have no idea what these people do.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just saying, like, if y'all, like, that's why I always tell people, you trying to get me to do something, either send it directly to my phone or send it to me in my inbox. Because I don't know what the algorithm is doing, but it's not helping me.
And if you try to get me to do something, you need to be following me, because I will see a DM if you ain't following me.
Yeah, because I send people to him, and he's like, I never got it. And I'm like, well, did you check your request? Yeah. And now here you go. I checked it. And then 2 days later, I checked it. I didn't check that part.
Yeah.
Well, what was sir?
You got to be following me for me to get your DM.
Right. So I don't
check the request.
So I always just kind of like take the time out to tell people, because people will think that you're ignoring them.
Yeah.
And it's not even that, baby. I haven't seen it.
Exactly.
It ain't touched me. And then, so I just like to tell people that. But I do appreciate you, Erika. Do you have a website of any kind right now? Or what can they contact you or come to you?
Yeah, sure. My website is creditcomebackqueen.com.
Okay. Creditcomebackqueen.com. So y'all tap in. Everything's spelled correctly.
Yes.
It's important.
Yes.
You're absolutely right.
And I do have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and then of course my own personal page. You can get in touch with me there.
Okay, because I think I tagged your personal page.
My personal page, yeah.
Yeah, but we should greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys later.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's always almost Father's Day. Father's Day next Sunday, y'all know? Juneteenth next week too. Next Friday. So so next weekend is gonna be a lot going on.
That's right.
And if you're fortunate enough to know a dad that's deserving, or even have your own dad.
Right.
See, I'm out here winging it. I ain't got no mama no dad.
Oh, I'm starting a new service. If you don't have a good dad, I was an excellent dad.
Right. So you can always
send me gifts.
Right. He did the best he could with his kids.
I had kids young. I would marry young. You can always send me gifts.
That's right.
I will even call you up and say, hey, thanks, son.
You.
Thanks, daughter.
Right.
Appreciate the gifts you send me. I'm just saying, I'm going to do the whole shebang bang.
That's right. Well,
How's the kids? All that.
That's right. So next week we got a lot of celebrating to do.
Right.
If you Juneteenth Friday, Father's Day Sunday, and so we good to go. All right. See y'all later.
Loud. Turn this one off, my boy.
3 o'clock.
Yo.
Misfits Radio.
It's 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. On Misfits Radio. Turn it up. That's my favorite show. It's 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. On Misfits Radio. Turn it up. That's my favorite show.
From 3 to 5, they going live on Misfits Radio. Every Sunday, they certified. My favorite show. New guest this week, ain't no surprise what you been praying for. If you trying to take their top spot, you better pray some more. Slick got the camera rolling, lab on the ones substitute. It's a lot they going in the dirt if someone come for you. This my favorite podcast, you listen, it's your favorite too. Playing all the hits where they in trouble if they play with you. Artists sing your music in, come and get an interview. Tune in every Sunday cause you know that's what I'm about to do. 3 to 5 they going live, black owned and black operated. Indie hits the mainstream, if it's hot they gonna play it. I ain't even gotta say it, watch it back on Roku. Going live on IG or catch the show on YouTube. Tune in every Sunday and catch up on the latest news. Or close your ears and close your eyes cause that's what all the haters do.